Sunday in Seattle. Folks enjoying themselves before they come down here to the ballpark at Safeco Field, where the Mariners are looking to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Glad you could join us for Mariner Baseball on your TV here today from Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew, the Angels and the Mariners in the finale. It's the final visit for the Angels. It's Boeing Salute the Kids Day and Kyle Seager T-shirt day, and kids going out at all the positions today getting autographed baseballs. Let's take a look at the batting order that Aaron Harang will face today from the Angels.
For manager Mike Scioscia leading off, it'll be Cole Calhoun, and then it's Ibar and Trout. Some speed at the top of the lineup for the Angels. Josh Hamilton, the DH today, hitting cleanup. You can see a lot of success against Harang. 7-14 hitter with a couple of home runs. Trumbo, Conger, Nelson, Green, and Borges. Borges back in the lineup. He will round out the 9 for the Angels. For Aaron Harang, on the year, a 5.49 ERA, 80 strikeouts, 26 walks. Opponents average 270, 20 home runs this year he's allowed. So he'll have to keep the ball down, try to keep these Angels in the ballpark. Been a couple of early home runs in the first couple of games that have cost the Mariners. 2-run homer in the second inning in game 1 last night. 2-run home run by Trout in the first.
Break one to Cole Calhoun. Pitch up high. Cole Calhoun batted 6 last night, went 1 for 3. And he turns on this one down the right field line. Long run Morse, and in the webbing of his glove, he makes the catch. Rumbling towards the right field foul line. Big Mike Morse makes a fine catch.
Well, the ball was in the air for a while, but Mike had a long way to run. I wasn't sure he was going to get there. And how about this snow cone catch right off the end of the glove? That definitely would have been a foul ball. Good look at our McDonald Supermo as he's able to hang on to it. He'll end up crashing into the wall.
That is Lou Piniella length glove out there, which is big help for the 6'5" Michael Morse. That's a big out. Here's Eric Ibar. Ibar 0 for 4 last night. 0 for 8 on the series. He's a guy that has been a thorn in the side of the Mariners over the years. 1-0 pitch. Drops in a breaking ball. Umpires today. It's going to be entertaining to see some guys punched out on called third strikes. Tom Hallion's got the plate. Phil Cuzzi at first, Chris Guccione at second, and Ron Kulpa at third.
For Aaron Harang, fastball 88 to 92 miles an hour. Also mix in a changeup, a slow curveball, and a slider. Tries to mix it up. He'll have to locate his fastball.
Aaron looking for his first win since July 22nd here at home. They beat Cleveland 2-1 finally. Went 7 innings against that good hitting club. 4 hits, 1 run. Since then, a loss to Minnesota, loss at Baltimore, then no decisions against Toronto and at Tampa Bay and at Oakland. Mike Scioscia, 14th year as manager of the Angels.
Whatever reason, Aaron has had his struggles against the Angels this year. An outing in April with 3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs. In May, 3 2/3, 7 earned runs. And then in June, he went 5 innings, giving up 4 runs. Just one of them earned, but 11 hits over the 5 innings.
And has produced an 0-3 record at 10.03 ERA. Seager charges. Nice play. 2 down.
Good play by Kyle over at third. We'll take a look at the rest of the T-Mobile defense this afternoon. Avania's getting the start in left field. Ackley out in center. Already a fine running catch by Michael Morse in right. On the infield, Kyle Seager at third. Miller and Franklin. Good to see Nick Franklin back in the lineup, missing a few days with some stitches in his knee. Smoke is the first baseman. Henry Blanco will do the catching this afternoon.
Brings up Mike Trout. 1 for 9 in the series. He's got gaudy numbers against Harang. 6 for 12. Number 2 hitter in the American League. 4th in slugging, 8th in RBIs, 1st in walks, 2nd in on base. Among his credentials coming into tonight or this afternoon.
We'll take a look at the home run off of Ramirez last night. This is in the first inning. It's a changeup. He left it out over the plate. Trout drives it over the fence in center field. It's his 22nd home run on the year. 80 RBIs with a 2-run homer.
Not every day a guy comes in top 10 in 19 categories. That's what Trout is. Can't catch up to that pitch. 1-2. Only Miguel Cabrera has a better batting average. Beltre, he'll be in tomorrow. And Harang strikes out Mike Trout. Trout takes a second look at Harang and has a question for Tom Hallion. Michael Morse with a nice catch, not known for his defense, gets over towards the line and takes away possible extra bases there from Cole Calhoun. Mariners coming to bat. Brad Miller's been very effective swinging the bat the last few days for the Mariners. 2 for 5 last night. And in the opener of the series, 2 for 4. Let's see if he can get things going here today against Jared Weaver.
This afternoon's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Miller will lead off, and then it's Nick Franklin. Again, good to see Nick back in the lineup hitting second. Seager, Morales, Ibanez. A lot of success against Weaver, a .455 average with 4 home runs. Mariners would like to see some of that this afternoon. Smoke, Morse, Ackley, and Blanco rounding out the 9 this afternoon. And for Weaver on the year, a 7-7 record, 3.62 ERA, 91 strikeouts, only 29 walks on the season. Opponent's average 246. He's given up 13 home runs.
Weaver's lost his last 2 decisions. Lost at the Yankees and lost at home to Cleveland. Prior to that, he had a nice run. He went 6-1. Beat St. Louis, Boston, Oakland, Minnesota, Toronto, and Cleveland. Has only lost to the Mariners on the 13th of July.
Highlighted it with Weaver, his velocity down this year. At one point he was 91-92. I don't know. I think he has the 3rd lowest velocity on his fastball this year. We've seen the first 2 fastballs at 86 miles an hour.
And he's high 80s. He was a guy, wasn't that long ago. He was at least 93.4, right?
Right, and it's just not there for him this year. Again, his first 2 fastballs at 86 miles an hour. He'll try to mix it up, though. Use his breaking ball, which is what Brad just hit off the end of the bat. That was 72 miles an hour. If he's going to be effective, his biggest strength, I think, is that he's able to locate his fastball and mix pitches up like Vargas last night who the Mariners faced. He will not give in to hitters. Throw his breaking ball when he's behind in the count. At times he'll elevate his fastball. It really relies on location and movement.
Here's Nick Franklin. Greg Wedge before the game said he was really disappointed in the approach, especially against Vargas last night, a guy we know his strengths. As you mentioned, Weaver, kind of a right-hand version in some respects. 0-2 here to Nick.
There's Jason. Jason, again, his fastball was 86 to 88 last night. Had the really good changeup going. His location was good. most part pitched away, and I think we'll see a lot of the same from Weaver today. Instead of the changeup, he'll use a breaking ball more often. But Vargas line 6 1/3, 8 hits, just 1 earned run. Walked 1 batter through 101 pitches in last night's game.
Strike 3 called. As we told you, if you're going to get punched out today, Tom Hallion's going to let you know about it. 2 down. One of the unique. Ooh, rookie said something, and Hallion barked right back at him.
Now, that's not a good idea here, your first time up. It's a good pitch. He painted the inside corner. So I'm not sure Nick didn't like the pitch, or the way that Tom Hallion started the chainsaw on him.
Well, the chainsaw's not going anywhere.
No, it's not.
One of the more, as long as it's not you, it's one of the more entertaining aspects that we see in baseball.
I would agree.
It's not Leslie Nielsen, but I mean, you know, it's memorable, that's for sure. 1-1. Tom will bark it out, give you the old chainsaw. Right back into Conger's glove, a ball and 2 strikes to Kyle Seager.
Weaver's come out throwing strikes, 10 pitches, 7 of them for strikes. The last fastball, his best fastball, 89 miles an hour.
Kyle 3 for 12 against Weaver. 2-2 count. Seager with 19 home runs, one off his career best last year, 20 home runs, 86 RBIs. Full count.
Well, maybe gets away with one. You see the slow breaking ball, 72 miles an hour. It looks like it was on the inside corner as Morales waits on deck.
3-2 to Seager. Fly ball center field for Peter Borges. Weaver gets a good start. He goes 1-2-3, matching Harang. Second inning coming up. Here at Safeco Field, where you're bound to catch an exciting game, a beautiful sunset, and all for a great price. Join the Mariners for the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Night. It's coming up tomorrow. Rangers in town, 7:10 start time. Each member of the family picks up a view-level seat for only $10. Pick up your tickets for this affordable summer fun. Go to mariners.com/specials. Josh Hamilton to lead it off here in the second. 5 for 7, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in against Aaron Harang.
And he's had a good series, 4 for 9 with a double in the series.
One and one. One and two. Swings through, fouls it off into Blanco's glove. Last start by Harang. What a good ball game. 7 innings, a 5-hit, 1-run ball. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and 97 pitches. Got a no decision. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts for Harang. 1 down here in the second.
And we'll take a look at it going on the outside corner. Just a perfect pitch from Harang, so a good sign for him early. And good movement on that fastball at 90 miles an hour. There it is.
I need to cue up the sound, the chainsaw sound effect.
I like it.
What's not to like? Come on.
I like it.
It's great. Now, Tommy, clearly, for an older guy, veteran umpire, been around a long time, he must be doing good work in his flexibility exercises to pull that baby off a few times. 1-1 to Mark Trumbo. Struck out the 5th most times in the American League at 144. Dangerous hitter, home run and RBI lead for the Angels. Caught in between there, 1 and 2.
His next home run will be 30 on the year for Trumbo.
Two pitch. Just off the plate, full count. And Conger's on deck, switch hitting catcher. Right, 3 called on that outside corner. 3 consecutive strikeouts, 2 looking for Aaron Harang.
This is a good breaking ball. It throws it on the outside corner.
That's a great pitch.
His lower back has to be in great shape. Tom Hallion, the home plate umpire.
A lot of core work.
Yeah, a lot of core work.
Probably does a lot of push-ups, chin-ups, and if he's a golfer, he's getting through the ball quite well, I would think. That's it, foul. 1-2. Back-to-back starts for Conger. 1 0 for 4 last night. He got robbed of a home run. Andy Chavez, fine play in the second inning last night up against the fence in left field. That gets through for a base hit.
Conger able to beat the shift. That was Kyle Seager out there where the shortstop position is. They had swung around to the right side, so ground ball finds the hole. This is on a fastball up out over the plate.
Brings up Chris Nelson. 1 for 4 with an RBI single in the 8th. Big damage on Friday. 2-run homer. The only scoring 2-0. Angels win. Got that off of Felix Hernandez. 6th-round pick coming in the draft during his year. But Nelson has been bouncing around Colorado, New York. Now the Angels just this year. One, two.
Aaron Harang just painting the outside corner here early. It's a good sign for him. You mentioned his last outing against Oakland. Similar.
A nice roll.
Yeah, mechanically he is in line.
0-2. Blanco sets up outside. Fouled off. Ranked 4-5 here at home this season. An ERA of 5.16. 44 strikeouts, 16 walks, giving up 10 home runs. 1-5 on the road, 5.96 ERA. Here's the 0-2. Can't even chase. Tagged by Blanco, and that'll do it. How about Harang? First 2 innings, 4 strikeouts. 2 swinging, 2 looking. No score at Safeco Field.
Is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for your nice wishes down the right field line. Root Sports rocks. Second inning here at Safeco Field. Kendrys Morales, Raul Ibanez, and Justin Smoke against Jared Weaver. Weaver drops in a breaking ball to his former teammate Morales. Kendrys, leading hitter for the Mariners at 283, tied with Seager with 136 hits. Leader in doubles and in RBI.
And Morales, the former Angel, certainly aware of the pitching style of Weaver.
Back-to-back days of Long Beach State alums, Weaver and Vargas, as Weaver hangs with him, throws out Morales.
And a look at the T-Mobile defense for the Angels this afternoon. A lot of speed in the outfield. Trout in left, Borges in center field, Calhoun the right fielder for the Angels. On the infield, Nelson playing third base, Ibar and Green up the middle, Mark Trumbo at first. And Hank Conger, who caught last night, back out there this afternoon. He'll be behind the plate catching Jared Weaver.
Clouds have moved in, but very comfortable here at Safeco Field. 67 degrees. Winds out of the northwest at 2 miles an hour. Right now the flag's barely moving. Here's Raul Ibanez. It's a .455 hitter against Weaver with 4 home runs and 7 runs batted in.
Raul's had a lot of success against Weaver. The Mariners looking for him to get some of the power numbers back. Huge first half. 24 home runs in the first half for Raul. There you can see his numbers. .455 with the 4 home runs.
Off the plate, Weaver's there. Scoops. Whoa, Trumbo just got that foot back. 2 outs. Bring up Justin Smoke.
Well, the underhand toss a little bit high. Luckily, Trumbo goes at about 6'6", so he's able to handle it. I'll bring up Justin Smoke. Justin really has been swinging the bat well for the last few months. Overall, comes into the game hitting .261 with 14 home runs.
1 to Justin.
Last 55 games, Justin hitting .278.
Strike. Outside. The 2-1 pitch coming here to Smoke. High ball right field for Calhoun. And that'll do it for Smoke. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the second. 3rd inning coming up on Kyle Seager T-shirt day. Aaron Harang, Jared Weaver. Harang has rung up 4 strikeouts already. Struck out 4 of the last 5 men he's faced. He's got Grant Green, the second baseman, leading off here. Grant Green, Peter Borges, and Cole Calhoun, 891. Bouncing ball, backhanded, bobbled by Seager, stays with it, and throws him out. Well done. Good recovery there, 1 out.
Kyle had a tough time picking this up. It looks like a routine play right to him. Off the heel of his glove, stays with it. It just went off the thumb of his glove.
Here's Peter Borges. Played on Friday night, went 0 for 3. Got a bad start out of the box. Miller throws him out. 2 outs for Harang. Join us on social media for your chance to vote on the greatest Mariners of all time. Follow us on Twitter at RootSports_NW and look for the hashtag Mariners Greats. Each day we're going to post 3 options for each position. Voting will close daily after the Mariners post-game show. Today's position, second base. So cast your vote for the greatest Mariners of all time. Then watch a special Mariners All Access on Sunday, September 8th to see the results. Franklin manning second base today, the rookie. Good to have him back from a knee injury. Cut a few days ago. He did score in Oakland. I said, show me the scar. I saw it today. X marks the spot. It runs, what, from northwest to southeast with a slight turn. Treasure map found here. Treasure found here.
It was the catcher Norris, right? Norris ended up hurting his knee.
Yeah, he broke his
toe. That's right, broke his toe.
That's a day and a half later. The team, Kurt Suzuki, got him back from the Washington Nationals.
So it's a jagged-looking scar.
That looks like an inverse J with a couple of alternate exit routes.
Back in the old days, Ty Cobb would have had him sharpened up. Maybe would have been a little cleaner cut in there.
It was. Ooh. But Aaron Harang, this is good stuff here. Through 3 innings, he's got 5 strikeouts. And he's on a very good roll against a team that has tormented him this year. 9 pitches. Going to be Morse, Ackley, and Blanco coming up. Bottom third of the order for the Mariners. Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro. We're in a cloudy Sunday afternoon. Certainly already Felix Hernandez is an icon here with this franchise and in Major League Baseball. The King. Say King Felix, everybody knows who you're talking about. Michael Morse, big swing and a miss.
Michael trying to get it moving in the right direction. Hit the ball hard to right field a couple of times last night for outs. Just haven't seen the power numbers for him.
Pitch by Weaver. First time these two guys are facing off. Right at it. Dismissed in 3 pitches. It's 7 up, 7 down for Weaver. 1 out here in the first. Check out our Century Link. Link to what's next. The Texas Rangers come to town. Start today, a 2.5 game lead on Oakland. Former Mariner Travis Blackley starts against Joe Saunders. Derek Holland, tough left-hander, against Hisashi Iwakuma. And Martin Perez against Felix Hernandez. So the Mariners with their top 2 guys going against the #1 team in the division.
Vargas going last night. Mariners going to see 4 left-handed starters over the next 5 games, so they're going to get their fill of that. It's unusual to see that many left-handers.
Ball to Ackley. 2 for 4 last night. There's that Ranger lead. Breaking ball, pop foul. A's losers already today, 10-3. Felix,
he's ready to hit.
Hey man, if he never gets another hit, he's got that salami against Johan Santana. He can always brag about it at Chase Stadium. Did not go. They check with Ron Culper. Mariners on the season 7-9 against the Texas Rangers. 3-4 at home, 4-5 down there. Felix, be good to see him get another shot at the Rangers. They roughed him up last week. Got a losing record against the Angels and the Rangers. Full count to Ackley. Breaking ball hit well. Deep right field. Cole Calhoun running out of room. It's gone. Home run, Dustin Ackley. His second home run of the season. His first home run came way back on May 4th at Toronto. And the Mariners get their first hit, take a 1-0 lead. Got it on a full count.
Well, Dustin hitting .318 since the All-Star break. And we talked about Weaver not giving in to hitter. Well, he comes with a 3-2 breaking ball. It's a curveball, and Dustin keeps his hands back and drives it into the seats. He's been hot. McDonald Supermo in the swing of Dustin Ackley. Watch him just stay with it, getting out on his front side. Able to keep his hands back and barrels it up.
Breaking ball on the outside corner to Blanco. Henry behind, 0-2, 1 out, run in. Pitch got away from Weaver. 384 feet in a home run by Dustin Ackley, his second of the year, RBI number 20. Fastball beats Blanco for out number 2, third strikeout for Weaver. Top of the order now. Turns over. Big Red Miller.
It's good to see. Dustin had his struggles earlier in the year. Was moved from second base out to center field, so having played a different position again since the All-Star break, really been swinging the bat well. It's good to see.
Some popped up. Left fielder Trout coming in. Calls off Ibar, makes the play, and that'll do it. But the highlight of the inning, Dustin Ackley's second homer of the season. It breaks a run of 7 up, 7 down by Weaver. And the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Good to have you with us here at Safeco Field. Look at some of the great sights here and around Seattle. Mariners lead it 1-0 on a Dustin Ackley home run. His second of the season. First one came back on May 4th. Ibar shows bunt. Takes the ball. Eric Ibar, Mike Trout, Josh Hamilton, 2-3-4 here in the fourth inning. Morse on the scene. Time for AT&T trivia question. Who has the most championships in the Los Angeles area? You got the Lakers, and you got all other sports teams. That would include the Dodgers, Angels, Clippers, the Galaxy. You got the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks. Let's see, the LA Kings. That's right, and the Raiders. They won a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, I think they won 2 of them down there. That's a good question.
I'm going to go with the Lakers.
So who has the most championships in the LA area? Lakers or all others? I'm going to go with B. It's a good question. It's a very good question. Trout swings through. Trout struck out on a 1-2 pitch. He's at 1-2 right now. Harang has struck out 5 so far. This one popped up. Franklin taking charge. Yes, indeed. The Seager clan on the scene here today. Kyle Seager T-shirt day here. Boy, salute the kids here at the ballpark. Here's a good one to emulate for the youngsters.
Yep, that's for sure.
On the money.
Yes.
Quick 2 outs here in the fourth. Hamilton the hitter. Josh rockets one down the line into the corner. Morse will get it back in, and a double for Josh Hamilton, his 26th of the season. Second hit this afternoon for the Angels. The other one by Hank Conger, a base hit the left center field back in the second.
Yep, first pitch breaking ball. You can see on our EQC tracer. Pitch middle in. Hamilton's had a lot of success against Aaron Harang. Keeps him in the ballpark here, but it will be a double. So with 2 outs, the Angels get a runner in scoring position.
Hamilton now 6 for 9 against Harang.
We'll bring up the Angels RBI leader, Mark Trumbo. 83 RBIs on the year for Trumbo.
Trumbo took a called third strike in the second inning. Big, strong kid. Certainly over the years have been plenty of other giveaways and other reasons to buy shirts. Their heroes, Randy Johnson and Jay Buhner, a couple of Mariners Hall of Famers. One here to Trumbo. Punches it deep to right. Going back, Morse off the fence. Hamilton scores easily. Trumbo into second. He's in there. That is some serious strength there by Mark Trumbo. Ties it at 1-1. His 24th double. RBI number 84.
A lot of leverage in his swing. It looks like he just reaches out and just tries to pop it out to right field, but a lot of power in that swing. 29 home runs on the year, and this almost goes out right off the top of the wall, just below the yellow line. Good slide by Trumbo, too, going back to the inside, trying to avoid the tag of Brad Miller. And a good call at second base.
Chris Guccione in good position. Had a good look at it. Tied ball game. Here's Conger. All this coming with 2 outs. Back-to-back doubles by Hamilton and Trumbo. Two now. Blanco on out to talk to his veteran hurler. How about the night that former Mariner Casper Wells had last night? 0 for 7, struck out 4 times, left 7 men on base, but moreover pitched 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs all earned, 3 walks. Phillies lose in 18 to Arizona 12-7, and Mike, you'll be very interested in this time of game. 7 hours and 6 minutes.
I could not believe that when I was able to get home after our night game last night, that game was still going.
We went 3:18 with a 6:10 start. You said the same thing, Kevin Krim said. Yeah, I was driving home listening to the game.
It was like, wow.
It ended a little after 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. And they're going to put Hank Conger on, go after Chris Nelson, the right-handed hitter, on deck.
Intentional walk, first walk of the afternoon by Harang. How about that? 7 hours.
Yeah.
I wrote Tom McCarthy, the TV guy. I said, hey, man, win or lose, get that 159 in today, pal. It's one of those games. Tommy and the guys, and he had Chris Wheeler, and Larry Anderson, and they had to get. Couldn't have got home about 3 o'clock. Here's another drive down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Trumbo scores. Conger coming around third. He's trying to score. No throw from Franklin. Diving in the third with a 2-run triple is Chris Nelson, doing some damage again against the Mariners. Had a 2-run homer 2 nights ago and drives in 2 more here. It's his second triple of the season. RBIs 19 and 20.
Boy, Aaron Harang was just cruising. Had a couple of outs in this inning and back-to-back doubles. Now a triple after an intentional walk. Carl Willis out, taking a conversation with him down to Aaron Harang on the mound as you see Nelson sliding into third. So 3 extra base hits in this inning. 2 of them from right-handers going the other way.
Well, that got ugly in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah. Angels 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Both those hits obviously coming in this inning.
3 runs scored, 4 consecutive base runners, all with 2 outs. We mentioned it has been a tough go for Harang against the Angels. Miller backhand set, throw, safe. Another run scores. 4-1. Infield RBI for Grant Green gives him 3 RBI in the season. Scoring on a play, Chris Nelson.
Backhanded play by Miller. Strong throw across the diamond, but too much speed from Green as he beats it out.
Brings up Peter Borges. Well, if you just walked out of the room, you're as stunned as we are. We've been watching. Peter Borges grounded out to short. Double RBI double, intentional walk, 2-run triple RBI infield hit. Strike one to Peter. It's been a tough go for Harang. 0-3 this year against the Angels at 10.03 ERA. And has not gotten beyond the 5th inning in any of the starts. He went 3 innings, 3 2/3, and 5. Two here to Borges, 2 outs. Borges the 8th man to the plate here in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. That'll do it, but damage done. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors, a man left. 4-1 lead for the Angels. As Boeing Salute to Kids Day continues, and we have Tyler Chipman joining us from Kashmere, Washington, 14 years old. Good to see you, pal. How are you?
Good.
You got a good day here today, right?
Yeah.
Got some autographs today. Who'd you get today on your hat?
I got Mike Trout, Danny Farquhar, and Lucas Lidke.
Did you have to get out to the bullpen to get those, or did you get them before the game? Or
I got them down on the first baseline before the game.
Oh, for you. Right on.
What position do you play?
I pitch and I play first base.
Nice. Did you have a good year?
Yeah. Recently we went to Baseball Northwest, and I played at Wheeler Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And on the board of famous people who've played there, you were there.
Really?
Yeah. Your name was up there, so.
Cool.
Here you go, Mike. You've been around long enough, pal.
Hey, I've made the tour around here, that's for sure, growing up in the area. Yeah.
Good for you. 0-2 here to Nick Franklin.
What grade are you in?
I'm going into 8th grade.
8th grade. Looking forward to school starting? You can
kinda,
tell the truth, kind of, not really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I hear the same thing. I have boys at home. They feel the same way about it. Yeah.
1-2 here to Nick Franklin, and he swings and misses, strikes out for the second time. 1 down here in the 4th inning. What's been the coolest part about being at the ballpark today?
Just getting to watch the Seattle Mariners play baseball.
Do you get here much, or?
I used to, not recently, but
So this is a good day.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
You have your buddies back home? Are they watching you on TV right now?
I don't think they know, but yeah, we're recording it at home. So.
Good. Good.
You want to do a shout out? Here's your chance. Kyle Seager is the hitter. He looks at strike one. Kyle will fly out the center his first time.
Do you have a favorite Mariner that you like to watch?
I like to watch Felix Hernandez. I like him.
Seager pops one up. Coming in is Trumbo. And we're 2 down.
You do the little turn when you're pitching like he does?
No, but I've seen a couple guys who do, and yeah, some people are starting to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Why not?
Yeah. I like the jersey, by the way. This is old school. This is like the one that I used to wear. I like that. Was that a present, or where'd you get that at?
Yeah, it was a gift from my grandparents.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kendrys Morales, the hitter. Quick 2 outs here in the 4th. Strike one to Kendrys. Tap back to Weaver in his first at bat.
When did you find out that you were going to be on TV? Did you know early, or when did you find out?
They didn't tell me till I got here to the ballpark, so just found out recently.
Were you nervous about it?
Yeah.
I bet. I was the first time I came on, too. Trust me. It was a little bit different. You're doing great.
What's your best pitch?
I like to run the 2-seam fastball inside to right-handers.
Get them off that plate, right?
Yeah.
Back them up. That a boy.
Have to, right? If you want to get the outer half, you got to move them off the plate every now and then. Jam them up. There's base hit.
And Morales hits a hanger in the right center field. Calhoun will get it back in. For the Mariners, their second hit.
Well, Kendrys is going to get a hanging breaking ball, slow breaking ball, curveball in the middle of the plate, just 71 miles an hour. Able to stay back and hits it hard back up the middle.
Sets it up for Raul Ibanez. Mariners saw the Angels strike for 4 runs on 4 hits with 2 outs. Maybe they can do the same here, or even better. 2 down. Raul hit a comebacker to Weaver as well.
How do you like our seat? How do you like our seats up here?
It was a nice view.
They're pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite hitter on the ball club?
I have to say Kyle Seager.
Seager, you got, that's not bad. So you got Seager, you got Felix.
Yeah.
Nice. Playable for third baseman Nelson. Tyler, thanks a lot, man. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Good luck, too, by the way.
We're going to get you
Good luck to you.
We're going to get you up on Mariner Vision here after Ben takes a shot here in the booth. A 4-1 Angels lead.
Look at the camera.
Girls having some fun out in the pen. Hey, don't miss the final midweek Mariner matinee of the season. It's coming up Wednesday against the Rangers. 12:40 start time. Your last chance to skip work. And check out a meeting with Felix Raul and the Mariners here at Safeco Field. Grab a seat right now at mariners.com.
It's great to have Tyler up here. Did a good job.
Very good job.
Yeah.
Top of the order, Cole Calhoun.
I think the key is to see if Aaron Harang can get back to where he was before last inning. A couple of outs last inning, and that's when he was giving up the 4 runs. Up to that point, he was just cruising along, so hopefully he can get his command back and shut the Angels down and give his glove a chance to climb back into this ball game.
Look out down there. Foul ball. 1-2. Calhoun, Ibar, and Trout. 1, 2, 3 here in the 5th. Easy play for Smoke. Checking with Tom Glasgow. Tom, what do you have?
All right, David, from the Ford Sports Desk, let's head back east. Baltimore, to be specific. The Orioles taking on the Athletics, and this one dominated by the Birds at Camden Yards. 6th inning, J.J. Hardy. See you later. Orioles win 10-3. Baltimore now trails Oakland by 2 games for the final wild card spot in the American League. Let's send it back upstairs.
And down the stretch they come. Last 30-plus games here. It's going to be a lot of good races in both leagues. Ball on to Eric Ibar, who's 0 for 2. Ground out to third and a fly to right. Mariners on the board in the 3rd. Dustin Ackley, 2nd home run of the season. Top of the 4th, though, with 2 outs. Angels respond. 4 runs on 4 hits with 2 outs. Here's that bunt. Charges Seager. Throw down. Got him.
Kyle was cheating in, expecting him to try it. Ibar had shown bunt and taken a pitch his last time up, so Kyle playing in front of the bag, and he's really, for somebody that's played mostly second base, he's been able to make this play from day one. Not an easy play. So many times you'll come in and barehand this ball and throw it back into the runner. Kyle able to get his body turned around and make a strong throw to get Ibar.
Harang, a veteran, got out of the way, let his third baseman do his work.
That was a great look for a McDonald Supermo. He was able to catch that cleanly. That's a big part of it. Had a good hop to deal with.
Big Trout, a strikeout and a pop out. One to Mike. One and two.
Good pitch.
Sure it was.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
You can see on our EQC tracer the breaking ball. It's a curveball from Aaron right on the corner.
Two to Mike Trout.
And I can tell you this, pitchers, they never want you to miss one, but they certainly don't want you to miss one when you have a hitter of this caliber up there. They make a perfect pitch like that. They want to get it.
Blanco will go through the signs one more time.
Punches this one foul.
6 pitches in this at bat, and all of them quality pitches on the outside corner or just off the corner. Has not made a mistake in the plate. An idea how good a hitter Trout is. Just keeps fouling these pitches off, spoiling them, trying to get himself another pitch.
2-2. They get a full count. Josh Hamilton on deck. Payoff. You've seen Trout do this before. He will use the entire field. So here come the Angels again with 2 outs and a man aboard.
Big reason why he's hitting .330. This pitch is actually off the plate away. Again, fouling off a number of pitches. All of them quality pitches from Aaron Harang, including the last one. Ends up getting a base hit, 8-pitch at bat.
Hamilton a strikeout, looking at a double to right. Foul into Blanco's glove.
Time called so Trout can lace up the shoes.
One to Josh Hamilton with 2 outs. Trout at first. Runner goes. Swung on. Popped up. Foul. Third base side.
He looked like he had a pretty good jump, and with his speed, it would have been difficult for Blanco to throw him out.
Eighth in stolen bases. Mike Trout with 28. 28 out of 32.
Been dealing with a little bit of a hamstring issue, but he looks like he's running just fine.
Outside. 2-2. Hamilton sitting on 19 home runs, 60 runs batted in. Certainly not the impact he had during that MVP campaign he had in 2010 with the Rangers. 2-2. Backs him off the plate. Full count. Trumbo's on deck, and he had an RBI double his last time up.
Well, Trout will be on the move with this pitch, and even on a base hit, if the outfielders have to move a little bit to their left or right, they better get it in quickly.
Trout runs, pitch off the plate for ball 4. So again, 2-out trouble. Back-to-back innings here for Harang. Second walk. First one was intentional.
And it was Trumbo after the double by Hamilton with 2 outs in the 4th. Trumbo hit one off the top of the fence in right field for a double, driving in the first run for the Angels. And a fastball that was up.
Trumbo with that base hit, 4 for 15 against Aaron Harang. Swing and a miss. Two speedy runners out there for the Angels. Next pitch in there for strike two. Nice work by Harang. Strike away from getting out of this thing. Struck him out. Just one right after. Some high heat this time. Harang survives a 2-out, 2-on situation. 4-1 lead for the Angels. To you by Linwood Honda. Experience the difference. By BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us. Cloudy day here in Seattle. Mariners trail 4-1 to the Angels. Angels have won the first two games here. And a little gift. Boeing Salute the Kids Day. The choreography worked. Justin Smoak looks at strike one. Smoak, Morrison, Ackley 6, 7, and 8 here in the home fifth. Flat out to right as last time.
This will be the third starting pitcher for the Angels where the Mariners have had a tough time putting any pressure on the starter. The Mariners have the one run, but that was a solo home run by Ackley. Just the one run in last night's game. Shut out in the first game.
And Smoak chases high heat and misses. Fifth strikeout for Jared Weaver. Let's revisit our trivia question. Who's got the most championships in the LA area? The Lakers or all the other LA sports teams, pro sports teams? That's pro sports teams. Mike went with the Lakers. I went with B. Survey says all other. Exactly right. Dodgers and Galaxy. I hadn't even thought about that. But I know about the Dodgers and Angels, the Kings, Ducks, and the Raiders. The Lakers had 5 more titles in Minneapolis. Moores pops one foul.
Weaver right now cruising, just 54 pitches, 36 of those for strikes. Only giving up 2 hits. The home run by Ackley, then a single from Morales last inning.
Michael, 0-2 hole here. Backhand by Conger, 1-2. Michael struck out on 3 pitches, his first at bat. Just his second career at bat against Weaver. Weaver's given up 2 hits, the Ackley home run, and a 2-out 4th inning single by Morales. 2-2. Two now to Morse.
Just a great example we're seeing from last night and this afternoon. Hey, you don't always have to throw 95 miles an hour to be effective in this league. Weaver's fastball has been 86, 87 miles an hour. Vargas was about 87 last night.
It was high enough to get Morse. Second high strike. It's smoke. Now Morse 2 down, half a dozen strikeouts for Weaver.
Yeah, if you could locate your pitches and change speeds, forget hitting his timing. That's an 86 mile an hour fastball he's able to throw by Michael, and it's because you have to have that in the back of your mind, the slow curveball and the changeup and all the other pitches. So that fastball at 86 looks quicker to the hitters.
Fastball, line drive right to Ibar. Catches it cleanly, and the Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the 5th. 4-1 Angels. And the 6th as we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Rangers come to town, and now we get into the month of September. Be on the road. Got a 4-game series in Houston, 4 games in Kansas City. First of 2 looks at that ball club, and then when we get back, Tampa Bay Rays will make an appearance here, and we'll see Houston one more time. Then we'll be down to the last road trip and the last homestand.
Well, at Houston and at Kansas City, I've checked the forecast, Dave. I would say start hydrating immediately. It's going to be in the upper 90s.
Yes, indeed.
For the guys, I'm sure Rick Griffin and his staff are starting to do that already. Make sure that these guys are ready to go for a lot of heat.
So if you got a few LBs you want to lose, this is the trip you want to take. Then again, that whole notion is countered by the fact that Kansas City, 3.5 days of barbecue.
Don't forget about the fried chicken. You're going to get that in there too.
Fried
I like
chicken.
that. Yeah. Go to Stroud's.
Well, make sure that gym is open after the ball game at night.
I think we just pretty much alternate the two, right? Back and forth.
Not the truth. 1-2 to Conger. Flip foul. Good to see Aaron Harang pitching against the Angels in the 6th inning for the first time this year. He went 3 innings, 3 2/3, and 5 in his previous outings. He looked out from Lookout Landing. 2-2. Conger, Nelson, and Green here in the 6th. Mariners led 1-0 after 3 on Dustin Ackley's second home run of the season, but then with 2 outs in the 4th, Angels scored 4 times. RBI double by Trumbo, 2-run triple by Nelson, and RBI single by Green. Two and two to Conger. Well stroked right field line drive caught there by Michael Morse. It's Tom Glasgow again.
All right, Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Before the Rangers could set their sights on the Mariners, they had business to take care of in Chicago today, facing the White Sox. Game tied at 2 in the 4th, tied until Jordan Danks went yard. One of 2 home runs hit by the Sox today. They win it 5-2. AL West still a 2.5 game lead for Texas over Oakland.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. 1 out brings up Chris Nelson. Nelson Cruz, as you know, serving a suspension. There's the record with him before August 5th. Since then, not too shabby at 12-5. High fly ball, center field for Ackley. Made a few steps.
Saw that Alex Rios, who's taken over in right field for Nelson Cruz, hit a home run yesterday. But look at the runs per game. 4.3, almost 2 runs a game better. I just keep thinking about Nelson Cruz and what he did in the postseason, and they need to get him back.
Well, with his suspension, he'll be eligible for, I think, the last weekend into the playoffs. Look at Grant Green, RBI infield hit last time up. Fly ball left field, run for Ibanez, can't get there. Shading him way over towards left center, base hit.
Anyway, Green's come into this series. He's taking over for Howie Kendrick at second base, but he's having a good series. His second base hit in this one came into the game hitting .250. A couple of base hits.
Detroit Tigers completed a sweep of the Mets 11-3 on 18 hits. Mr. Cabrera hit his 42nd home run off in the first inning. Here's a long poke by Borges. Deep drive off the base of the fence. Green's a flyer. So is Borges. And it's an easy RBI triple for Peter Borges, his 3rd triple of the season, his 11th RBI. And again, the Angels strike with 2 outs.
This is the 2nd triple in the game for the Angels. And you're right, if you don't come up with it right away, he's just going to cruise into 3rd. Long strider.
And it's fun to watch him run. And then there he goes into the extra gears.
The real good sprinters, usually it doesn't look like they're making much of an effort.
Covered my share of track and field, and I would agree.
I guarantee you, I looked like I was running a lot harder than he did just there.
I hear you.
Lucas Licky getting loose in the pen.
Well, you get a guy like that, he's got to stride like Secretariat. I mean, come on. You see, there are some burners in this league. Cole Calhoun. Ball 1.
right now just needs a ground ball. Get out of this inning. The Mariners have struggled offensively, so he can't afford to give up anymore.
2 balls, 1 strike. Just off the top of my head, right down those fastest guys in the league. Kane, Dyson, Trout, Borges, Gentry, Martine, Austin Jackson, Ackley. A lot of guys.
A lot of guys.
Three and one.
I think you still have to put Coco in there when he's healthy.
Absolutely. Good call.
Coco Crisp.
Tell you what, their power guy's not. Cespedes isn't bad either. Remember
He
we saw him,
flies.
right? Remember that? 3 and 1. Ellsbury can still get it done.
Reyes in Toronto now.
Oof, that's great. Tell you what, that's a couple of good 4x100 teams there, man. Heck with the Olympic team, send the major leaguers. 3 and 2.
Oh,
Deep drive, right field, goodbye.
Seven runs with 2 outs.
My goodness. Cole Calhoun with his 4th RBI. 4th home run, rather, and his 9th and 10th RBIs, and there was nothing cheap about it. Here comes Eric Wedge. He has seen enough. Got that on a 3-2 pitch.
And the Angels, perfect 4 for 4 with runners in scoring position again. All 7 runs being scored with 2 outs. So Aaron Harang, who has struggled against the Angels this year, that continues.
So Harang's day done, and the Mariners trail big 7-1. The Angels this year is now at the 10.38 as Cole Calhoun leaves the yard.
Yeah, for Aaron, he ended up giving up 9 hits, 5 of them for extra bases, including that home run.
Nice 2-hand catch by that fan. Final numbers on Aaron.
Yeah, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, a couple of walks, 7 strikeouts. He started off in real good shape, but it came apart quickly. 101 pitches, 65 of those for strikes. Lucas Litke will take over 23 appearances for him. 5.63 ERA, 17 strikeouts over the 24 innings that Lucas has worked.
Guybar's first hitter, line drive, left field, extra bases for the speedy Ibar. Ibar with his 22nd double. And He had been riding a big offer coming into this game. He had been 0 for his last 16 and on the first three, so he was 0 for 19 and now out of it with the double. Seventh man to the plate here is Mike Trout.
Wouldn't blame Lucas if all 4 of these pitches are wide at the plate. We have a left-handed hitter and Hamilton waiting on deck.
Two-0. He's heeding your counsel.
I don't blame him. Hamilton has had a good series, but I like the left-on-left matchup a little bit better. First base is open, so why not? Now he has to make some pitches. Hamilton in this one is 1 for 2. He's walked, hit a double, and scored the first run for the Angels. That was in the 4th inning. Also has a strikeout looking.
As you and many others have said over the years, don't miss. At 4 for 5, runners scoring position with 2 outs. It's exceptional. Strike 1 to Hamilton. Hamilton, a 174 hitter against lefty pitching. 258 against right-handers. One. 8th man to the plate here in the 6th inning, and again all the damage coming with 2 outs. Four runs with 2 outs in the 4th inning. 3 more here in the 6th. Bouncing ball, Franklin throws out Hamilton. That'll do it, but damage done. An RBI triple by Borges, a 2-run homer by Calhoun. The lead for the Angels is now 7-1. First 2 games of this series, 2-0 and 5-1. Time for our Columbia Bank difference of the game, and right now, among other things, would have to be their starter, Jared Weaver, who's recorded 6 strikeouts through the first 5 innings. Giving up the one big hit was the home run by Ackley that put the Mariners ahead briefly.
Yeah, 3-2 breaking ball to Ackley, and again, not overpowering at all. His fastball right around 86 miles an hour, but his ability to move it around and mix in his breaking ball has caused some problems for the Mariners.
He's not walked anyone. 6 Ks. Henry Blanco 0-1 here to lead off in the 6th. 1-1. Blanco, Miller, and Franklin 9-1-2. Off the helmet of Hank Conger. After it was fouled off by Blanco.
Well, he hit off the top of the helmet. I don't think it had a piece of the mask.
Yeah, it's helmet, no doubt.
Yeah, unusual.
In the old days, that's a problem.
With the cap.
Two. 7 runs on 10 hits for the Angels. A run on 2 hits for the Mariners. Ackley home run in the 3rd. A 2-out single to right by Morales in the 4th.
6 of the 10 hits for the Angels for extra bases, including a couple of triples.
Must be some weather getting ready to move in.
Debating gray clouds up there.
Easy play for Nelson. Foul territory. 1 out.
Back to the top of the order. Bring up Brad Miller. Brad, a couple of flyouts. Pop up to shortstop and a flyout to left.
Jason Vargas yesterday. Rank of a game against the Mariners. Garrett Richards. That thing started in the first game. Fly ball center field for Borges. 2 outs. Tuesday, the Mariners and EQC present Salute to Native American Night, when we celebrate the vibrant culture from around the Pacific Northwest. As part of the event, first 10,000 fans 21 and older pick up a Mariners t-shirt thanks to Emerald Queen Casino. For tickets to Salute to Native American Night when the Mariners take on the Rangers, go to mariners.com.
Well, that'll bring up Nick Franklin. Nick, first game back after injuring his knee. Tough day so far. 0-2 with a couple of strikeouts. And for Weaver, he's been efficient. Only 68 pitches for him. 44 of those for strikes.
What a 1 to Nick. Popped up, out of play.
And he's in another tough count. 1-2. Nick slid into home plate in the game in Oakland. Tore up his knee. Was actually having a good game. A couple of hits. Drove in 3 runs in that game. It looked like he was starting to turn things around.
Strike 3 called. Franklin has keyed 3 times, twice looking. A breeze of an inning for Weaver. He's got a 7-1 lead. brought to you by Puget Sound Acura Dealers. Visit your Puget Sound Acura dealers to test drive the extremely new MDX. Some of the sights and sound, Pioneer Square, just north of us here at Safeco Field. Glad you could join us. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. 7-1 lead for the Angels, who've twice sent 8 men to the plate. They did it in the fourth, 4 runs on 4 hits with 2 outs. 8 men to the plate in the sixth. Damage done with 2 outs, 3 runs on 4 hits. Lucas Litke, second Mariner pitcher today, came on in relief. Starter Aaron Harang, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs all earned.
Carter Capps getting loose in the bullpen. Carter pitched in game 1 of this series and maybe had his best fastball of the year. He was at 98 miles an hour.
What happened? Tom Hallion walking away?
Not sure. Don't see any lights on out in center field. They're pointing out towards center field. Oh, there you go.
Oh, brother. Right in, yeah, there it is. Yeah. What is he doing?
Well, hopefully,
he probably doesn't know it's on.
No.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where he's at.
There it is. Above,
oh, I see it. Yeah, yeah,
right above
yeah.
Root Sports.
Yep.
As he looks from my third base camera. Clearly didn't know it's on. And everybody back home is calling him, turn your light off. Second base umpire Chris Guccione going out to try to tell him.
There you go.
Didn't know it was on. There we go. Oops.
They're just covering it now. There you go. An assist from the umpire and the fans out there.
Zoned in hitters are. You guys have, you have such good peripheral vision. That had to pop up pretty easily. For
I would think so, especially with a left-handed pitcher.
1-1 to Trumbo. Doubled off the top of the fence in the fourth. RBI double. Two and one. Trumbo, Conger, and Nelson. 5, 6, and 7 here in the 7th inning for the Angels. Base hit right field. 2-hit day for Trumbo.
A couple of strikeouts and a couple of hits.
He's handled that pitch away today very well. He struck out looking, double to right, struck out swinging, and single to right.
Read the switch hitter, Hank Conger. Conger 1 for 2, had a walk, intentional base on balls in the 4th inning, and scored. Scored on the triple by Chris Nelson, who waits on deck.
One to the switch hitting catcher. Foul ball, says Tom Hallion. Fouled it off his foot. For the Angels, this is the start of a road trip. From here, they have an off day tomorrow. They play the next 3 games at Tampa Bay, and then the following 3 games at Milwaukee. And Mike Scioscia's ball club comes home for 4 with Tampa Bay, 3 with Texas, then they hit the road again. 0-2. Strike 3 call. Conger's gone. First strikeout for Lucas Luetge. One out here in the 7th.
Just a good fastball in the outside corner.
Missed by Chris Nelson. 2-run triple back in the 4th. 1 for 3. One, 2. Slipped out of his hand. 1 and 2. Jared Weaver's held the Mariners to a run on 2 hits, an Ackley home run. 4th inning 2-out single by Kendrys Morales. Weaver struck out 7. He's had tons of support here today. 1-2. Center field for Ackley. 2 outs. Back-to-back trips for Nelson. He's flied to center. New this year, September is Fan Appreciation Month. All month long, the Mariners are saying thanks with special events and promotions. All kids eat free at Saturday and Sunday games. Season ticket holders receive a $10 concession credit on each ticket. Plus, Fan Appreciation Night on Friday, September 27th just got better. Going to add a post-game fireworks spectacular. So get more Fan Appreciation Month details at Mariners.com/thanks. There's Grant Green, the second baseman. And an infield hit, and a blue pit, and a run scored, plus an RBI. He's had a good day.
He's had a good series. Look at that. It raised his average all the way up to 268 now. Again, he's taken over second base. Howie Kendrick going on the disabled list, so Green getting an opportunity to play.
Two and one. Runner holds. Trumbo down at first. 3-1, they count to Green. Peter Borges on deck. He got an RBI triple to left center field at the base of the fence. Down the line, foul ball. Great to see the kids with the Kyle Seager t-shirts on here. Two outs. Trumbo takes off in a 3-2 pitch, and it's ball 4 to Grant Green.
We're on the radio side today. Jack Zarenzik showed up. We get a pitching change, and he was saying that Holtzen and Maurer both are going to the fall league to get some pitching in, so that's good to hear that those guys are going to get their innings. As you see, Carter Capps going to come on and threw the ball well on Friday night.
Litke will head to the dugout. Peter Bourjos will be the hitter when we come back against Carter Capps. All Angels 7-1. From the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. Carter Capps comes into a situation 2 on, 2 out. And the Angels today have excelled in 2-out situations. They've scored 4 times in the 4th and 3 times in the 7th.
Carter Capps will take over 40 appearances on the year for Carter, 5.80 ERA. Carter's had his struggles this year, mostly against left-handed hitting, but he had a good appearance the other night, Friday night. Maybe one of his best nights with his fastball. He was throwing 98 miles an hour.
So Mark Trumbo, he's at second. Grant Green at first. Peter Bourjos, 1 for 3 RBI triple off the left center field fence his last time up. Strike 1. Two. On-2 pitch here to Bourjos. No play. Here's the 0-2. Foul right side.
Looks like Carter has the good fastball again. He'll also mix in a slider and a changeup. Changeup typically would throw to the left-handed hitters.
Swinging a miss. Bourjos gone. That'll do it for the Angels in the 7th. They leave a couple aboard. Still have a 7-1 lead. We'll stick around for God Bless America. Stretch being brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Last year, Washington's Lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They could do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's Lottery, winning heirs are made daily. Good crowd, 22,999 here at Safeco Field. Mariners trail big 7-1. Still time for a huge rally. What do you say?
Well, let's get started right now in the 7th inning. Kyle Seager going to lead things off. See in the middle of the lineup. Hopefully that means a couple of runs for the Mariners. But so far, Weaver has been in control of this game. Mariners with just 2 hits. Their 1 run coming on a solo home run from Mackley. Weaver 72 pitches, 48 strikes, with just 72 pitches working here in the 7th.
Upstairs for Kyle, fly to center, fouled out to Trumbo at first. Back 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jared Weaver lost his last 2 starts. Prior to that, he'd been on a 6-1 roll. He only lost during that run on July 13th. Loss here at Safeco Field 6-0. 5 2/3, 9 hits and 4 runs all earned. Strike 3 called. Kyle thought it was low. That's 8 strikeouts now for Jared Weaver. Here's Tom Glasgow.
From the Ford Sports Desk, going to talk a little Ken Griffey Jr. Fans of the kid are going to like what we have to tell you about, and who isn't a fan of Ken Griffey Jr. This is a custom limited edition bat autographed by Jr. The bat will be the same size, color, and style Ken used during his career. Constructed of solid wood, it includes Ken's authentic signature on the barrel. Only 1,000 bats have been produced. Cost us $250, with all proceeds going to the Ken Griffey Jr. Family Endowment for Pediatric Cancer Research at Seattle Children's. And a little note for you guys, Little League World Series, it's over. Japan wins it all, defeating California 6-4.
Wow. All right, Tom, thank you very much. Morales looks at a strike. 1-1.
Get a chance to watch much of the Little League World Series?
No, I did not. I did see some of the bigger 12-year-olds I think I've ever seen. A little bit I did.
That's the one that was 6-3.
Yeah, right. I think that was the one I saw.
I had a chance to watch it. It was fun. It's good games.
Three and one. Borges at great speed. Here he comes. Makes the play. Two down. Brings up Ibanez.
Well, Borges, Dave mentioned, great speed. He is a plus runner. You can get the best jump on it, but you can make up for a lot when you have that kind of speed in the outfield.
One Raul. 8 Ks for Weaver, season best. 9 July 24th against Minnesota in a 1-0 win. Ground ball. Trumbo feeds to Weaver, and Weaver not in any jeopardy in the 7th inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. To the 8th we go.
when sports rocks. Yes, it does. Good to have you back with us, everybody, as Cole Calhoun leads off here in the 8th against Carter Capps. Capps got the 3rd out of the 7th inning. Last time Calhoun was up in a 3-2 pitch. Hit a 2-run homer to right field off of Aaron Harang. That was in the 6th. Texas Rangers coming to town. We'll see them the next 3 days. Joined in the booth by Dan Wilson one night, and we'll also get the bone Jay Buhner. One and two. Fredo Griffin, good player during his day. Here's a look at CenturyLink. Link to what's next. Former Mariner Travis Blackley faces off against Joe Saunders, Derek Holland, and Iwakuma. Sashi Iwakuma, 12-6. And Felix against Martin Perez. And you're talking about two of the best pitchers in the game with Felix and Kuma.
All left-handers for the Rangers.
Felix Hernandez, 2nd in ERA. And Iwakuma, 8th in ERA in the American League.
That Iwakuma Derek Holland matchup on Tuesday night, that will be a good one. I don't think there's going to be a lot of offense in that. Both of them with ERAs under 3.
Holland, 6th in the league in ERA. On deck, Eric Aybar. Three-two. Fouled off. Cole Calhoun, part of the changing of the guard with the Angels. Did go as they check with Ron Kulpa. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carter Capps. 1 out here in the 8th.
Calhoun, he must have known he was going to go because he didn't even wait. He just started walking back to the dugout.
Didn't look.
No. Good fastball from Carter Capps. That one at 97 miles an hour.
Eric Aybar broke an 0 for 19 in his last at bat. Double to left. Base hit, a throw it and duck. Base runner brings up Mike Trout. Trout with base hit to right. 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Through 7, Jared Weaver giving up a run on 2 hits. Ackley a home run, a 2nd of the year. That was in a 3rd, and Morales got a 2-out single in the 4th, and that's it for the Mariners. Ball 1 to Trout.
It'll be interesting to watch what happens with Mike Trout and the Angels and everything that's going on with them, the big contracts to Pujols and Hamilton, and see if they can actually be able to keep him and re-sign him. I know when we were down in Anaheim, that was a big concern of theirs, what was going to happen to Trout.
There aren't a lot like him falling off the trees.
No.
That's a fair ball. Great play by Seager. Everybody's safe. Base hit for Trout. Well, that was a great effort.
It was, and I think normally Kyle would go across the diamond, but he knows that Trout's running. No chance, so he tried second. Well, at least he keeps it from going down into the corner for a double.
Bring up Josh Hamilton. 1 out, 2 on. Double to right in the 4th. He's done well here in this series. Oliver Perez starting to heat up. Quick one to Josh. One and one. Slicing drive. Thrown over to first. Everybody's safe.
He had a chance to get Ibar at third. Ibar would run back to second, thinking that Brad was going to catch it. Hamilton runs well.
Bases loaded now.
We'll take a look at the play. You'll see Ibar head back to second. So he had plenty of time to go to third. Didn't see him. So Hamilton beats it out. 13 hits now for the Angels in this game.
Bases loaded for Trumbo. He's hit the ball hard to the right side twice. One for a double, one for a single. Nowhere to put him.
And the Angels 5 for 8 with runners in scoring position in this game.
Strike one.
See what he's done in his career with the bases loaded. 1 grand slam for him.
Hamilton reaching on a fielder's choice. 0-1 here. Angels, with all the troubles that they've had, they come in 57 and 71, still 4th in batting average, 4th in hits, 7th in runs, 8th in homers. Defense has killed them, and pitching has killed them most of the year. 0-2.
That's a great play by Henry. Slider by Capps. It wasn't anywhere near the plate.
Done well in these situations. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Trumbo strikes out for the 3rd time today. Leaves 3 on base. That's out number 2 here in the 8th inning.
Goes back to the slider. Same one as pitched before. Not even close. So Trumbo just guessing that he was going to get a fastball. Bring up Hank Conger. Conger 1 for 3 in the game. He also has a walk, scored a run.
Ball 1 to Hank.
Thought it was interesting what Eric Wedge was saying about Carter. He was talking about him before the game on Friday night, and saying that for Carter, sometimes he's a max effort type of guy, and he doesn't try to, all out fire it as hard as he can. Sometimes the ball comes out of his hand better. They're trying to take some off, and I think that's the case. Another fine play by Smoke over at first. Tough hop.
So Carter Cap survives a bases loaded situation. Angels lead 3. We go to the home 8th. Smoke, Morse, and Ackley coming up. Sports being brought to you by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Auburn Volkswagen, Das Auto, and by Jack in the Box. Go big at participating Jack in the Box with Jack's really big chicken sandwich combos for only $3.99 plus tax. Mariners down 7-1 as we go to the home 8th. Smoke, Morse, and Ackley against Jared Weaver, who has been dominant, giving up the 1 run on 2 hits, and Ackley home run in the 3rd, and a 2-out Morales single in the 4th. He struck out 8, hasn't walked anybody.
And you can see 83 pitches. He's been efficient in this one. A lot of strikes. Of the 83 pitches, 54 strikes for him.
Here's Smoke, who's fly to right and struck out. Going back, coming in now as Borges runs down another one. There's that blazing speed again. 1 out. Take a look at our money tree in time play. How about Carter Capps had bases loaded, 1 out, and survived.
Well, the key to it all is you have to throw strikes and some quality strikes, and right there he gets a slider to get Trumbo after getting ahead of him with 2 strikes. And Hank Conger, the ground ball to Smoke. Tough hop for Smoke, but he handles it, and Carter gets out of it.
Nice work by Carter. He's got Michael Morris, a couple strikeouts today. Looks at strike 1. Michael with 13 home runs on the season, 11 in the first half, 2 here in the second half of the season. And there's another strike, so he's a quick 0-2 hold.
Danny Farquhar closing for the Mariners, but it looks like he's just going to get an inning's worth of work. He hasn't pitched in this series.
One and 2 to Morse. in and out of Conger's glove.
Michaels had to deal with a couple of different injuries this year. Dave mentioned 11 home runs in the first half of the season. He had 7, I think. I don't know, first 11, 12 games. Off to a great start. Since he's come back off the DL, he just seems to be in between pitches, just not quite there.
But he had the finger injury and then came back and then had the quad.
Yeah.
Missed a lot of time. This is just his 74th game of the season. Game number 129 for the Mariners.
Coming up a battle here. This next pitch will be the 8th pitch in this at bat.
Worked full.
Here's the offense today for the Mariners. Dustin Ackley, a solo home run. That has been it.
Good pop. Second baseman gets under it. Grant Green, 2 outs. Ackley, since the All-Star break, swinging it quite well.
Which is encouraging for the Mariners. The #1 pick of the Mariners a few years ago. Started the season as their everyday second baseman, now an outfielder. He's been swinging the bat well since the All-Star break.
Homer to right field, 384 feet. Back in the 3rd inning, his 2nd home run of the season. RBI number 20. It's behind here, 0-2. Down the line, fair ball. Into the corner. Ackley's got great speed. He'll hold it second with a double. Ackley's got 2 of the 3 Mariner hits today.
Weaver tried to sneak a fastball in the inside corner. He gets it there, but Dustin able to cut it off and hit it down into the corner. Last few days he's been pulling the ball a little bit more. He had been hitting the ball up the middle the other way. Just take a look at our McDonald Supermo and the swing of Dustin Ackley on a fastball. Inside corner, still able to get the barrel to it.
2-strike hitting by Ackley. Brings up Henry Blanca. Strikeout, foul out to 3rd.
Inside of the solo home run, Ackley now first runner in scoring position for the Mariners to try to drive in the game. More 2 outs in the 8th.
Ackley's gone now the last 4 games without striking out. Just raised his numbers since the second half started. 30 for 91, a 330 clip. Blanco behind 0-2. Just off the glove, Conger. Good to see Mike Zunino working out with Jeff Datson. Jason Phillips before the game throwing down to second base. Very good batting practice yesterday. Eric Wedge very encouraged about getting the young catcher back.
Jack Zduriencik was saying that if things went well this weekend with his workouts here at the ballpark, send him out on a rehab assignment. Then he'll get a few games in before the rosters expand on the 1st and get him back up here.
Two. Seven runs on 13 hits for the Angels. A run on 3 hits for the Mariners. Angels have left 11 men aboard. 1 for the Mariners. Borges is back there, and he makes the catch, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left, 8 complete, 7-1 Angels. Up in right field with the kids and friends. Get a nice big round of applause for 22,999.
He's getting a workout too.
Not bad.
Oh man.
Always good to hear Shake Your Groove thing at Safeco Field. Get the kids in there too. Why not? Danny Farquhar takes over on the mound for the Mariners. Give everybody a chance to smile. Good stuff.
For Danny, 32 appearances on the year, a 4.68 ERA. Opponents average 2.29 against Danny. 65 strikeouts and 42 in the third innings. So we get an inning's worth of work. Taking over the closer's job for the Mariners. This is obviously a situation where he's just getting an inning's worth of work. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a game to save in this series.
Chris Nelson is his first batter.
Danny, good fastball, 95, 96 miles an hour. A mix in a cutter at 90, 91, and a curveball. There's the curve.
Franklin calls off Smoke. 1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Top of the 9th, 1 out. And Rasmus heating up. We'll see him coming up. Corey Rasmus. And a scoring change. Dan Peterson, the official scorer today, has given Josh Hamilton change that fielder's choice into a base hit. That was in the 8th inning. August 6, 2012, last time we were through a complete game.
Well, some action out in the Angels pen. He's over 100 pitches now, so I'm not sure he'll come out and pitch the 9th inning.
Grant Green has been on base the last 3 times up. This breaking ball strikes him out. 2 outs.
It's just a good curveball. I think that's his best pitch. His curveball. He has a good fastball, but that curveball, we haven't seen many people square his curveball up.
Here's Peter Bourjos. He works quickly and he throws strikes. Strike 2. Two pitch to Bourjos. Strike 3 called. 1, 2, 3. Nice work by Danny Farquhar in the 9th. Top of the order coming up for the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th. And they need some hits and they need some magic coming up. Brad Miller, Nick Franklin, and Kyle Seager. Field, MLB.com at bat. It's celebrating 5 years as your #1 mobile app for live baseball. It's available for iPhone, iPad, Android, and BlackBerry 10. It delivers Mariners baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, news, highlights, and more. Text at bat to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Jared Weaver, a fine afternoon for him.
Again, not overpowering his fastball at 86 miles an hour, but he was able to locate it, change speeds, mixed in a good breaking ball, a curveball at 71, 72 miles an hour, and a changeup. Had everything going. There's a good changeup to Nick Franklin. Elevates the fastball. But overall, Weaver is really good in this one. Mariners, coming into this game, had beaten him the last 4 times he'd pitched against Seattle, but today just too tough. A lot of run support early certainly helped. And for Weaver, 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. That was a solo home run by Dustin Ackley. 8 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody. 102 pitches, 68 of those for strikes.
Two big innings for the Angels. The 4th and the 6th, 8 men to the plate. They scored 4 times in the 4th, 3 times in the 6th, all with 2 outs. There's Brad Miller looking at strike 1. Miller today lined out to short, fly to left. and fly it to center. Ground ball eludes the diving Grant Green. Base hit for Miller.
Looks like Brad reaches out and hits a changeup, 86 miles an hour. Brad's had a good series. Checks in with his first base hit of the game. 1 for 4 for Brad. Bring up Nick Franklin. Nick, tough day. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Foul back. Corey Rasmus on in relief. Starter Jared Weaver. Rasmus 25 years old. 6 foot 200 pounds. Coming in, Trout. 1 out. Rasmus out of Columbus, Georgia. Drafted by the Braves in 06, traded by the Braves July 29th for Scott Downs, veteran left-hander. Here's Seager. Foul off the end of the bat.
Well, Rasmus looks like he has a good sinking fastball, about 91 miles an hour. The last pitch was a changeup. And he's also shown a slider.
Ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Up down to Trimbo. He'll take the out at first. Miller safely to second. 2 outs.
Bring up Kendrys Morales. He is 1 for 3. So one of the 4 hits belonging to Kendrys. Had a base hit back up the middle. That came in the 4th inning.
Rasmus, the younger brother of Colby Rasmus, center fielder for the Blue Jays.
Grant Green, the second baseman, out on the grass towards right field, playing deep at second base. A changeup in the dirt.
Two and 1 to Morales. Man at second, 2 outs. Raul Ibanez hoping to get a chance to swing it. Pitch. He walked it. 2-out walk. Mariners have 2 men aboard. Brings up Raul. He's 0 for 3 today. One to Raul.
Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, making a call out to the bullpen. Don't see anybody moving.
One to count. One. Drop play. One-two pitch to Ibanez. Couple of men on, 2 out. Ground ball foul. All 2 strikes.
Raul putting up a fight. 5 pitches so far, fouling a bunch of them off, and not going to giving that bat away.
All 2 strikes, Raul. And hard off the glove of Trumbo. They're going to wave Miller home now. He stops. What happened there? I didn't see.
He tripped up with Trumbo. Looks like they're both okay. Oh, hit the ball hard, line drive. It looked like it went off the glove of Trumbo.
Yep.
Right off the end of the glove. That'll be a base hit for Raul. So the Mariners with the bases loaded now.
I was looking down at Miller. Miller was full intention of coming.
Luckily, nobody's hurt.
Here.
Frieri, fine closer for the Angels. Just started throwing out in the pen. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, went to the mound, buy him some time. Justin Smoke due up. Justin 0 for 3 this afternoon. Meantime, Rasmus has thrown 20 pitches here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Raul, just before he was getting to first base, put his head down, didn't see Trumbo standing there.
Yep. Yeah, when I turned back, I was watching Miller. He was being waved on, and then he slammed on the brakes, and then I looked back to the other side, and there's Raul in a heap. What happened? Smoke 0 for 11, bases loaded on the season. That is a foul ball. Mariners have them loaded up. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Use a bomb right here. 1-1. 1-2.
The Mariners, not many opportunities in this game. They're just 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Back to game 1, they were 0 for 1, so
0 for 7 last night.
Yeah.
1-2. Ball at 2 strikes. It's from Rasmus. Breaking ball, top foul. One and two. One more time to Smoke. It's up high. 2-2. Long look. Got Rasmus. Got him on the ropes here.
They had to throw a lot of pitches, 26 pitches in the inning.
Two pitch with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Struck him out. That's the ball game. So the Mariners follow up a 5-4 road trip by getting swept by the Angels. Angels win it today big behind Jared Weaver, 7-1.
Yeah, throughout this series, Mariners just couldn't create enough offense. Had good starting pitching the first couple of days. Gave up too many runs today with the 7 runs for Jared Weaver. Mariners have been able to get to Weaver, but today that wasn't the case. Weaver giving up just a few hits and 1 run. 1 run coming on a solo home run by Dustin Ack.
Next in town, the first place Texas Rangers. Right now, Mariners post game with Brad and Bill.
Thank you very much, guys. The Angels, yes, complete the sweep. Just 2 runs scored by the Mariners in the series. Weaver the winner, Harang the loser. Bill, I guess it's fitting as we come on out here in the pen. It's raining on us. Fitting way to end this weekend. Not a good series at all. Again, just 2 runs scored in this series, and Harang takes a loss. Again, now 0-5 lifetime against the Angels. Although first 3 innings he did some good things. Angels got to him though in that 4th inning. Bill, your first local 4th key to the game.
Yeah, we asked Aaron to make an adjustment. He's been pitching well of late, and it looked early on like he had. He was able to really paint the outside corner, stayed away from the power of this Angel lineup. Good location away. Here's a nice slider to Trumbo. Whitewashed him through the first 3, and then the inning, that being the 4th, got ugly on him. Caught more of the plate. Here you see Trumbo shooting one the other way. They end up with 4 hits, 4 runs in the 4th, and then topped it off with 3 in the 6th. That really spelled doom for Aaron Harang in today's ball game. A lot of extra base hits, all the scoring with 2 outs. You have to figure out a way to close the door. I'm sure that's something that he'll have to wrestle with tonight when he's not sleeping.
Yeah, all 7 with 2 outs. Now 0-4. This is just this season against the Angels. Ernie 10-3-8. They had 4-17 against him. He had 16 punch outs, 4 walks. Goes into the 6th inning, his longest start against the Angels this year, but same result as the Angels take care of Harang and the Mariners. Well, the roof is closing, so the rain will hopefully get off us in a second. More post-game coming up. Angels take it today from Safeco.